As you guys make your way through the trees, following the tracks, they are not necessarily fresh, but they are imprinted enough that they're still easy for you to track. After about 4 hours of tracking them, going deep into the dark woods, which I assume Sabo has lit some sort of magic light, you hear
The fox.
a
Can't be a living creature.
sound come through the trees. The sound of something moving fast, and it collides with Joanna's head. A snowball thrown from the darkness of the woods hits Joanna in the side of the head.
Oh, wow. What was that?
Joanna is going to pause, brush off the snow, and then call out into the darkness. Fine, it's war then. And she's going to immediately start hastily building snowballs.
Is any of the dark vision gang able to see into the woods what's out there?
You can give me a perception check.
The dark vision gang.
What is...
Can I try one at disadvantage?
No, you won't be able to see.
No.
Who throws snow?
I get advantage.
Is this the thing?
Oh, sorry, no, this is bonus action. Sorry, I keep misreading that. Perception. Ha! Damn it, I wish I got advantage.
No one is able to
vision.
see what through the snowball, but after a moment as Joanna is down, grabbing some snowballs, it steps out of the forest with a tiny snowball in its hand, a little chewinga. And it points at you, Joanna, and throws the snowball that hits you right square in the forehead.
Shot.
Is that the one that left us before?
It is a different chewinga.
I don't believe so, Lumamek.
How do people keep meeting
Oh,
these things?
do we need to get rid of it? These things
I-
are annoying.
Think it just wants to play. I say as I build a snowman or snowball and huck it gently towards the chewinga.
Just obliterate the chewing.
When you throw the snowball at the chewinga, it lands on it, sidesteps, and then it puts its hands on its hips and looks at you like it's upset.
Okay.
Joanna tries to build a snowball as big as the chewinga and just like fucking hurls it at the chewinga. Like as hard as she can.
As seeing you do this, I'm just gonna be like, Joanna!
The snowball hits the chewinga. It collapses in a pile of snow. Its legs just dangling out lifelessly for a second, and then it sits up and claps its small hands together.
Joanna cheers.
You guys all also notice that inside of the cage, the fox is kind of going crazy, as if it wants to get out.
Joanna's gonna beckon for the chewinga to come over.
The chewinga picks up a snowball and throws it at you.
Joanna takes it
It
and
misses,
then
it
points
just
it.
hits a tree next to you.
Joanna's gonna point at the fox cage and mime opening it and offer the chewinga the opportunity.
The chewinga taps its foot on the ground, puts its one hand up to its masked face, and just kind of thinks for a moment, and then it gives you a thumbs up.
Is it gonna come over and open it, or does it want me to do it?
It stays where it is.
Okay, I'm gonna open up the fox and let the
The
fox,
fox runs out and mauls the chewinga, tearing it into... I'm just kidding.
out. Yes! I win the snowball fight!
The fox runs over to the chewinga, and the fox sits and kind of just turns its head sideways as animals do. The chewinga gets down on one knee and offers up a frozen berry from its pocket. The fox snatches it up, and then the two exchange a sort of agreement that no one can really understand, but the chewinga hops on the fox's back, and the two ride off together into the forest. Joanna, you are gifted with a Chewinga charm.
Oh.
And that is going to be, you get the charm of the ice troll. So once you can use your reaction when you take cold damage to reduce the damage to 0, and you heal equal to half the number of cold damage you would have taken.
And this is just a one-use item forever.
Forever, yeah. You can use it once and then it's gone. I'll give you the actual text.
Okay.
How large is the Chewinga?
Not very big.
I didn't
Just-
think so either. Okay, cool.
Slightly larger than a fox.
That's not what I meant to put out.
Chewinga of Ice Troll.
Is this something we would realize that he was gifted with, or as the rest of the party?
She.
Sorry, she was gifted with, or
No, you would not know.
Oh, my character did.
under my breath, I'm going to be mumbling the entire time. Waste of 6 gold pieces, letting a fox go. Good, perfectly good fox.
Well, shall we carry on?
Yeah.
I
It's
suppose so.
getting dark out.
Good joke.
Did you know that there is a Tabitha Chewinga and she's a female soccer player?
No.
But I'm happier to know it.
Are you looking for what a Chewinga looks like?
Yes.
There's
A
a
little-
photo, I think, still in our notes.
I know. I was
There-
just hoping there was a picture of a Chewinga next to somebody. And there is.
Ah,
Little baby Chewinga.
I mean- In the photo that's in our notes, there's a house behind them, and they're at a plate holding cutlery with a pine cone on it.
Hmm.
That's a pretty good size comparison, I think.
Joanna will point out quite calmly that it doesn't matter how many snowballs you throw. What matters is that the other person gets knocked down. So Joanna technically won that snowball fight.
I'm still muttering. I'm ignoring your explanation.
You did great.
I know. I'm just letting you all know.
How do people keep eating these things?
Can I really stealthily make a snowball?
Sure, of course. Is anyone going
This-
to watch him make the snowball? Does anyone want to do a perception check, or are you just...
I always watch everybody.
Yeah, I'll also make a perception.
Oh, yeah.
You guys both
Maybe.
notice.
I'm just gonna quietly watch. I'm not gonna do anything about it yet.
Sick. And then I'm gonna huck it at Joanna.
I am so letting that happen.
What is that?
Lumamac's eyes glow red. You can just make a ranged attack with
Just
no
melts the
proficiency. And if you roll higher than a 10, you'll hit.
How do I do just a regular ranged attack?
Just dex.
Oh, just, yeah, okay.
Joanna, a snowball hits you in the back of the head. Groggy, how's it going?
What is with this game? I don't get it.
It's sort of a makeshift childish version of combat, Lumac.
Why would any child want to be in combat?
I'm gonna make another snowball and huck it at... I'm gonna make another snowball and huck it at Lumamag.
Oh, Lumamac's gonna cleave you in half.
A snowball hits you, Lumamec, and it explodes.
I don't understand this game. But I'm gonna pick up. I'm just gonna pop my hand in the as deep as I can, grab snow, and huck it.
Give me a
At
dexterity
knockdown?
save. A dexterity attack, please. When he throws
It's 'cause
the
he didn't
snow,
make a
the
proper
wind Picks it
snowball.
up and it just goes back and hits him, catching in the fur around his hood, on his goggles, and over his the scarf around his face. And Lumamec still it doesn't make sense to him still, probably.
I don't
Joanna?
get it.
Joanna is going to just die laughing and then walk over and clean off all of Lumamec's face as best she can.
It's okay. It will melt. I am
Anyway,
slightly
onward.
above 0 degrees.
While we're walking, at some point, Joanna's gonna make eyes at Nocta and go,
Nocta's going to go.
Oh man!
Joanna barks out a laugh, like revealing what they've been doing, and then just keeps walking.
Nocta also laughs and keeps
When you
going.
guys laugh, Sabo's gonna confusedly look between the two of you as though he has no idea what's going on.
If this was a film or a television show, while they're doing this, there would be smash cuts back to the bodies lying in the snow.
or like the Verbig creeping through the woods towards us.
Yeah. And then he just picks up a snowball and just poof.
And that's how we actually have to fight the Furbigs.
That's what crushed us. The Verbig just doesn't understand throwing snowballs either, and is just hucking rocks at people.
Do you guys want to keep walking until you hit the cave, or are we going to have more snowball fights? I'm okay either way.
I'm gonna just keep walking unless other things happen.
Keep walking.
Joanna's going to ask permission to talk to everybody when we get back to town this evening, if we get the lodgings. Before we get to the next town, she wants to chat with everybody.
And like as we're walking, like Nocta and Joanna clearly know that war is on currently, and they're just like low-key hucking snowballs at each other as we go.
Oh, yeah.
As Luminek walks, he's also going to be taking snow off the trees and then looking at it in his hand and be like,
Watching Lumac do that after a while will just inspire Sabo to kind of like never gonna throw a snowball at anybody, but coaching how to form a snowball to Lumac.
And every single time you do, I squish it so much that the snow just...
You make like an ice pancake at best. Yeah.
Yeah, at best.
Oh my god. Throw it like a ninja star.
Like a discus.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Decapitates one of us.
I think at some point, Nocta and Joanna would probably do what all people who are having a snowball fight do, which is form an uneasy alliance, try to get Blair in on it, and either target Sabo or Ennui, and just like, it's a full-on pelting.
I mean, it's obviously on Wii. Sabo doesn't like understand it,
Yeah.
so there's no point in trying. And if we want Blair in on it,
It's gotta be Ennui.
Ennui
Yeah.
is the correct answer.
I think Blair is excited just to be included.
Uh-huh.
You guys all pelt each other with snowballs, teach Luminek not only how to form a snowball, but also what snow is and why it's fun to throw snow at people. After another 4 hours of walking, you guys make it somewhere.
Damn. 8
Somewhere.
hours.
That's almost as long as our walk just to the town.
Yeah. It was a big one. The trail culminates at a rocky hillside with pines growing around at its base. Set into the hill are 3 caves. The frozen creek emerges from the west cave, which is a low-hanging mouth. The center cave, an 8-foot-high passage hewn from the rock, is moderately blocked by a tight stand of conifers and 2 massive fallen logs. The northeast cave has a big yawning mouth, and flickers of light emanate from within. The tracks of your quarry head through this entrance.
Sorry, which one?
This one.
Aha.
May I out of game because I missed the first like couple minutes and then sat here quietly for what are we trying to do here?
There is we went to Goodmead. They had 3 barrels of mead stolen by a creature that they believe to be a Verbig, which is like a giant, essentially. But then we found the other creatures that were clearly smashed in by something else. And that's where we're at. We're about to talk to the Verbig.
And it just so happens that the last speaker of the town was killed by being clubbed to death at the same time the mead was being stolen. And when we found 5 people who were clubbed to death by it looks like something other than a Verbig, it's kind of starting to look a little suspicious.
Excellent.
I love your cat so much.
I know.
All right, let's roll some initiative, shall we? Let me just.
Okay, I know how to
this.
do this. I
can't click on my character.
I click on Ennui, and then
Oh,
I roll the
baby!
initiative.
Oh. Whoops. Oh well.
Can't. Oh, there we go. Okay. I think
Oh, come
my
on.
computer was just being weird. Okay.
What kind of useless rogue am I?
Did you roll an 8? Caitlin?
Mm-hmm.
What's your modifier?
No,
Plus
that's
3.
including my modifier.
I know, but
Yeah,
I
but-
also rolled an 8, so I just want to know which of us goes
Oh.
first.
Yeah, +3.
Both
me-
of you are 3.
Me too, yeah.
So Rochambeau.
Yeah.
Tell you what, you can go first because if I'm last, I can pretend it's first.
There
You're
you
just
go.
cautious, that's all.
A very cautious rogue. I really like your mug.
You missed our entire mug conversation, but yeah, it's
You had a big
awesome.
mug.
Sorry, I needed to go get some what we call Dutch poutine.
Nocta, what would you like to do?
Oh fuck, I'm first. Look at everyone else and be like, "Hey guys, what should we do?"
I could try and call out to them if you'd like in giant.
These trees over to the side here, are they like fallen naturally, or are they like uprooted? You know,
Or hewn.
hewn? Are they perfectly carved?
Well,
Totem
it looks like
poles.
they've just fallen.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Because there's 3 very separate directions in which we could go.
You know
Well-
what that means? 3 groups
Split.
of 2.
Group.
3
Party.
groups of 2. 3 groups of 2.
Buddy system.
Who gets to go with the DM? Because I want to go with the DM.
Oh no, you don't need me. There's
There's
6 of
6
you.
of us.
I'm uneven. Eric, I'll
The
be with
DM
all of
goes
you.
with us
And when I walked and I saw the footsteps with me, I knew Jesus was with me the entire time. That's me, but as a DM.
With all of us the entire time.
And as the DM, you were riding on my shoulders, constantly trying to push me down into the
Yeah,
sand.
get down!
Well,
last time we split up a bit, there was some trouble. So maybe we should just pick a direction.
I mean, but the time before that, it was not terrible.
Time after time.
I'm going to agree with Lumamec on this one. We don't even know if they are home. So we could
And-
easily end up splitting up and then end up trapped in one of these caves.
And only 2 of us speak giant.
I could
Correct.
go check and make sure to see if they're
I
there,
think
and
we should stay there.
and make a
I think we
caca
should stay
noise if I'm in trouble.
Sorry, make a what noise?
Caca,
Ah!
Or we just go.
I thought you
if
said
we're-
car noise.
If we believe that these things are
Oh, also, you missed it. These things are
intelligent.
very dangerous.
Oh yes,
and intelligent.
So we probably
Uh,
just
So
I don't
if
know
we're
about
thinking
any
that these
of-
things are that they are being framed, maybe it's worth to talk to them and not try to confront them.
And
we're
I
here
don't
to
know
get
about-
meat, not confront them.
I don't know about any of you, but I wouldn't want anyone walking into my camp unannounced, threatening, unless they intended to have some sort of battle.
Is Sable here the only one who speaks giant?
No, Nocta speaks giant. as
sorry,
well.
no, I chose
Oh.
Goliath instead of giant. That's my bad.
Oh, okay. Just Nocta.
Well,
Nope.
tracks go
Yeah,
this
just-
way.
there you go.
Shall
Tracks go
we?
which way? The tracks?
Yeah, they go this way.
So, would you like me to announce our presence, or shall we head on in?
Would we?
Well,
Would
I say we should probably go a little bit further.
I
You know what?
disagree.
Your
It's a
side
cave,
eye has convinced me otherwise.
It's a cave right now,
Your
right? Like there's
unspoken
Yes.
counsel.
this isn't a path, it's a cave. Okay.
It's a cave. Oh,
Yeah. So it's not a path, it's a cave.
oops.
So we are walking in the front door.
Gotcha.
Let's call out to them.
Alright, in giant, I will call out. Good evening, friends. We wish to seek a conversation with the Verbeeg who reside here.
60 Verbeek come out.
Do you want to give me some sort of thing that you're attempting here? Are you trying to intimidate? Are you trying to persuade?
Let's go persuasion. Yeah.
All right. You hear something moving inside, but they don't respond immediately.
I'll pause and explain what I said to the group in common, and then ask, should I say that we'll come inside or that we'll wait out here?
I think we should
go.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I'm just gonna go and like sit on this log and try to look as unintimidating as possible.
Joanna's gonna be like, to Sabo, do Verbigs like fire or do they hate fire? Like, how do they feel about fire?
As a player, I have no idea. Would Sabo know?
No. Most things like fire.
I was gonna say, I would just respond, to the best of my memory, they don't have a problem with flames.
Joanna's gonna start making a campfire, if that's okay with the DM. Oh wait, no, we're in turn order. I'll stop.
I mean, technically, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna focus on Sabo right now because you're attempting communication. Would you like to try again, or would you like to venture inside?
I'll take like the hint of flavor from Joanna's wanting to build a campfire and just announce, we'll be waiting out here when you're ready to speak with us in Giant again.
You hear a voice call back in Giant that says, "Who are you? What do you want?"
I'll just in common and like a little bit quieter be like, they want to know who we are. They want to know what we want.
I mean, we're friends and we're looking for some barrels of mead.
In Giant, I will say, we are friendly representatives who are looking to discuss some trouble from good mead, perhaps that you know information on.
I have done nothing wrong.
We don't blame you by any means. We're just looking to find out more about what could have happened, if you know.
Yes. My friend and I, we killed them.
Why?
We wanted what they had.
I will relay this in common.
So
They are seeming less intelligent.
How many are there?
Intelligent enough to negotiate, intelligent enough to know that they could crush us.
How dead would we be? Probably really dead, right?
The
No, I think
speaker
we
of
could kill
the Mead tour guide said that they would probably kill us in one hit. Well, most of us. I point to, just quietly point to Joanna and you, and probably Nocta. Ennui.
Was it their friend? Was it their friend who convinced them that they wanted the mead and to take it?
I will ask in Giant, was it your idea to kill those people and take the mead, or were you persuaded by your friend?
It was my idea.
Ask him.
I'll relay that back in common.
Ask him what it'll take, what he'll take in, like to trade.
for the mead, yeah.
Would you consider trading?
No. That's not how you negotiate. It's not would you consider trading. It's what will you take in trade.
You don't understand
Yeah,
what
you
I'm
have
saying.
no idea.
Don't make the trade the
You
option.
don't know.
You
You
have
don't
no
know
idea
what
what
she's
she said.
saying.
Giant speaker.
Good point.
I have permitted you entrance into my cave. If you wish to
Excellent.
negotiate, step inside. But only you. I hear other voices.
I'm gonna need you to speak very, very loudly and caca if you need any help, and we will come around it. Yes, yes.
For a second, Sabo just like pauses and kind of nods slowly, like he's thinking, and you can hear him under his breath, just like practicing a caca, caca, caca. And he'll step inside.
All right, let's reveal some maps, shall we?
Oh no. Bye, Sabo.
Bye.
Your friend fell. One of you should come in and help him.
But only one.
Only one may come and help your friend.
Wow, are they so intelligent because they share an intelligence with commoners and we're falling for it?
Sabo, as you step inside, a bonfire in the middle of this cave keeps it lit and relatively warm. The scent of roasting meat fills the air as a hunk of meat on a spit drips juices into the fire.
That's
Goats
human.
and sheep are held in a spacious animal pen enclosed by a crude wooden fence. Other features of the cave include a wooden cart with a broken wheel, 2 old crates, and 2 barrels. A large ogre sits in one side of the room, holding a big club and looking at you with kind of a dull look on its face. Across from him is a Verbeeg Marauder, that's what it says his name, but it's just a Verbeeg. Let me see if I can show you what they look like.
Sweet.
I thought that what did you call it? A troll was the Verbeeg for a second, and for some reason my brain sees that like a polar bear. I don't know if it's just small enough that it's like.
Yeah,
Oh
he
yeah,
kinda
there we
does
go.
from like a distance look
If
like.
you zoom in, it doesn't look like a polar bear.
Not even a little bit.
Oh, neat.
All right.
Okay, yeah.
He holds a tiny wooden cup in his hand, and he points and says, "Sit, please," to a small rock that is next to the pen.
I sit. Comfortably. I imagine this cave is large enough for me to sit and stand comfortably.
Yes.
All of you just on your knees, chins on.
Yeah. Hello. You wish to make trade?
Yes, what would you take for the barrels of mead that you procured?
All 3 barrels.
Preferably.
Okay. Let me think. Have you met my friend?
No, hello?
The ogre
You-
lifts up a hand and in common says, "Me friend."
In common, I will just say, you may call me Sabo, or you may call me Tailspinner, or you may... Never mind. My name is Sabo.
The Verbeeg speaks in common and says, "Ah, you speak this language.
I do.
Me and friend speak a lot of giant tongue together. We are attempting to better our common language speaking. Would you be alright if we spoke in common for this meeting?"
Absolutely. I would happily teach you. I am trying to learn another language myself, actually.
Interesting. Isn't the world better when we learn?
I completely agree.
Anyways, we killed those men because we thought it was fun. Now, what do you offer us for these barrels?
Well, is there anything specific you would like? Otherwise, I would have to go and speak with the rest of my group to find out what we had that we could offer you.
Yes, there is something I would like, but he leans forward and whispers. But it is a little personal.
You can trust me.
We are going to take a break for YouTube.